Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy September 1st. I have a what sold video for today. The video for today is going to be going over, let's see, August 22nd through the 31st. So that was 10 days. I was going to do the normal 7-day week, but then there was going to be like these three little weird days left over. And sometimes I've done it where I film those little leftover days separately, but for this video, I just decided to kind of go ahead and add it in. Um, so anyway, I was very happy with the results from the last week and a half of the month. Remember that our goal for the month of September was $800 because it is still technically summer, so I was still anticipating for a summer slowdown. Um, and so at the end of the video, you will see if we made our $800 goal or not. Um, Now let's see. All right, we're starting with Poshmark. And the one of the things that sold was these Georgia boot cut jeans. They were a size 18W from Lucky Brand. And I actually picked up another pair of very similar ones to these the other day in Goodwill because these sold so quickly. I think these sold like right after I listed them. And the ones I found were called they weren't Georgia. They started with a G, ginger. They were the ginger boot cut. And they were also in an 18W, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that those sell just as quickly as these did. So yes, $24 after Poshmark fees. It says our earnings are $19.20, but we always count $4 for the average cost of good. So that means we profited $15.20 on these. This pair of Joe's jeans, they were the high-rise skinny ankle jeans. These sold for $15. A universal thread. This was kind of like a gauzy, it was a pretty purplish pink top. This sold for $10. It was just an extra small. I normally wouldn't pick something like this up. This was just some old stock that we had. A pair of Lands' End kids shoes. I have been selling shoes a little bit better now. For a while, shoes were just sitting for me. I've had these listed for a long time, like almost a year probably. And these sold for $20. I figure that's probably just due to back to school. A Friday the 13th men's shirt. This sold for $15. This beautiful vintage beaded sequined dress sold for $50. I have two or three more very similar dresses and about the same size, similar or the same brand. In our closet, that's where I hang up like the nicer items or big, thick, heavy winter coats and things like that. And those are still sitting. I think this one sold so well and got so much attention that the others haven't because I was able to find this really good photo of someone modeling the dress online. And so that really helps kind of give shape to it and let the buyer know what it's going to look like. That sold for $50. This was a cute little Vineyard Vines kids Christmas shirt that my mom bought for me out of some thrift store. This sold for 15 within a couple hours. These Madewell stovepipe jeans, they are high rise and they're a straight jean. I'm trying not to pick up any more skinny jeans. I will pick up straight, boot cut, flared. Yeah, but I'm trying to stay away from skinny. And these sold for $36. I have had these on here for I think a couple months. I'd never seen this brand before. It's like Verve, something. These are mom jeans. They sold for $25. I've had these two Zara sweaters on here for several months now. They didn't sell. I feel like I've had these for a few months on here. I found them together. There was a yellowish green striped one, and then there was like a blue one, which you'll see later. And they had both been on here for a long time. And, well, I say a long time, so I feel like they've been on here for several months, and they weren't getting that much attention. And then all of a sudden they sold in the same week. It was pretty funny. This one sold for $25 here on Poshmark. This was just a cute little cafe curtain that I had gotten when let's see, about 2 years ago when I did my classroom and coffee theme. I never ended up hanging it up. This sold for $8. Sweet little baby outfit. I've been having a lot of fun lately posting some of my boys old clothes. And so I'll put like a little picture of them in the outfit. Just, I don't know, it's fun. Obviously, people don't need to see what it looks like for a baby to wear, but it's just sweet. This sold for $10. Pair of BKE Parker jeans. These were high rise, and I think they were like a little bit of a boot cut. These sold for 31. Cute little leopard print thong. What do you call it? Like a bodysuit. Sold for 18. And the last thing on Poshmark, I don't even think I remember that this sold. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning right now as I'm filming, so this probably sold really late last night. This is a long cardigan. I just posted this, I'd say maybe like a week ago, and it is a size 0X. This probably was something I bought and never wore, and this sold for $22. So the total and profit that we made on Poshmark this last week and 3 days of August was $196.95. So almost $197. I am so excited for that. Now we will move on to eBay. On eBay, we sold this puddle jumper swim vest. It's like a little life jacket for kids. I had this listed for like $25. I remember just a couple days ago, I was getting out of the car. I was on the phone with my mom. I looked down and saw I had an offer, and I was like, I got this from Goodwill out of like the bin or something, probably. Paid a couple dollars for it. Yeah, that was a lot, $10 off my asking price. But I thought, you know what? It's almost into the summer. I don't want to have to hold on to this. It takes up a lot of room in my kids' bin. So I was like, that's fine, $15, sure. This is pretty chambray midi skirt. This sold for 25. A pair of Old Navy linen pants. These were plus size 3X and they were new with tags and linen. They sold for $18. A pair of men's curly camo swim shorts, 15. A pair of men's camo and Aztec kind of print sneakers. These sold for 20. I have only had these on here for about a week or so. Kate Quinn little, I guess you could call them bloomers or diaper covers. These were really cute, super soft. I had found some Kate Quinn stuff in a Goodwill bin a couple months back. I went to the bin and I found a really cute ladies top that was Kate Quinn. Then I found pajamas in the ladies bin. And so then I went over to the kids bin and I started finding more and more Kate Quinn. So when I counted profit for these, even though they came out of the kids bin for like $1.99 each, I still count the cost of goods as four because remember, we're doing the average cost of goods. So sometimes things will be higher, sometimes lower. And even though this sold in a set, I did consider my cost of goods to be $12 because there were 3 items. Now, the next 3 items are going to be like a little confusing. So this person was interested in a lot of my items, and they were sending me consistently offers, kind of low offers, to be honest. Um, and they were interested in this bra, and this shapewear piece. And this bra was still one of my older items that had free shipping on it. So when they sent me an offer for however much it was, I declined it because I wasn't going to be able to afford to ship it for the price they were offering, which was I think like $5 or $6, and pay eBay fees and all of those things. So I declined it and just told them I wasn't going to be able to do that, or I might have countered, whatever. Anyway, I didn't accept the offer. But then I noticed that they were interested in this item and this shapewear piece, which had shipping added on. So when she accepted the offer for this shapewear piece, I messaged her and said, "Hey, I know you were interested in the other items. If you would like to get send an offer on that bra now, I'll take a lower amount since I'm just going to be shipping it with the shapewear piece." So she said, "Yeah, let me take a look at your store. Let me remember what it was I was interested in." And so she bought this for $9. This was 8, and even though it was free shipping, um, it's okay because the shipping, it was so lightweight, it hardly added anything to the package. Now I also see down here where it shows we made 24 cents. We didn't. So there was another issue with this transaction. And when my husband went to go print labels, he printed a label for each item. So that's why it shows here, like you see, if I had accepted her $8 offer, I would have made this much money after the 647 shipping. But it was a mistake. He printed a label for each item, and so we had to go and cancel those and then do a combined order label, um, and then get the refund from eBay. So we actually made, this is what I did here, 13. I think 13 for all the stuff or something. I had to go back and do all of the math because we did have to get the refund for our label. This flexi shapewear piece sold for 6. I was okay letting this go for that cheap just because she was buying the other 2 items, and this did have like kind of a run. I saw when I was photographing it had like a run in the material because the legs were made of like barely thicker than pantyhose material. So I was like, sure, go ahead. I don't want to hold on to it. This Lucky Brand top sold for 18. I've been having pretty decent luck with Lucky Brand lately, in like extra large and higher sizes. This was so sweet. I bought this probably before my first baby was ever born. I never put it on them. And I found the matching socks that had come with it after they bought it. So I slipped those into the package. It sold for 15.30. That was, so without shipping. This was one of the items that didn't have shipping added onto it, which I really hate because obviously that eats into the cost. Luckily, shipping was only a little over $4, but I'm really trying to get through all of my inventory that's listed right now and adjust anything that has free shipping because I don't, why do I want to pay, more than I have to? So that was sold for 15.30. These camo shorts, you notice this is the third camo item. Oh no, third, fourth, third camo item that sold. These shorts, the men's Vans shoes, the sneakers, and then the men's swim shorts. These sold for $8. This amazing Grace t-shirt sold for 7. And lastly, a Lauren Ralph Lauren, the red silk shirt that I just listed, it sold within like maybe a day or two, and this sold for $30. That brings my total profit on eBay for those last 10 days of the month to $106.27, which that actually was my lowest performing week on eBay all month. So, you know. All right, and now to Mercari. We had 2 sales. Here is the other sweater that I was talking about. This one sold on Mercari and it sold for $25, which means we made the full 25. That's awesome. That sold yesterday. Well, today, technically, I guess. I haven't gone to sleep yet. This sold August 31st. And the last item also sold August 31st, right before I made this started to go to make this video. And it was this costume here. I don't even remember how much I paid for it. It was pretty cheap. Maybe like anywhere from $3 to $5. It was new in the package and the buyer paid $27 for it. So my total profit on Mercari was $44, which means between Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari, our total profit for the last 10 days of the month was $347.22. Our highest profiting week of the month, 347. Now, adding that up, all of the weeks up for August, our total August profit was $1,162.09. We blew our goal out of the water. That means that our new goal for the rest of the 2024 quarter 4 is going to officially be here. November, December. Yes. As of today, September 1st, we are starting quarter 4. And I think 369. Well, maybe it doesn't start until, does it not start until October? Quarter. I see, I always think quarters as 4, so I'm thinking 4 months. Technically, I guess it doesn't start until it's 3 months, October, November, December. I don't care. summer slowdown seems to have stopped. So next month, we're officially starting the goal of September at $1,000 for the month. I'm so very happy. I hope that your sales are going as great as ours. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.